Right then, we are live. So hello guys, my name's Clammative Joe. Welcome back to a YouTube live stream on the Clammative Joe YouTube channel. Just want to move my mic back a little bit so I can do what I want to do. Just got to quickly check the live stream chat and make sure that we can see the live chat. Welcome to the stream. We've got some pigs here. We got how many pigs? One, two, three, four. Cool. Got any wheat on me? No, I do not, but would have been cool if we did. Anyway, first of all, got a few. Hello, don't ask, please. Welcome to the stream. So, welcome to the stream, everybody. Right, what I'm going to do is head home because I want to dump some of the items here. How are you, Joe? I'm really good. How are you? Welcome back to the stream. Just gonna wipe my chin, everybody. There we go. I'm really good. How are you? This sheep is always here. Good. That's good to hear. Right, we're gonna head home. I want to dump some items at my chest. I want to dump some items at home. Oh, pardon me. So heading this way, I want to dump as much stuff as possible. I do want to build something today. I've got a good feeling about today. I've just missed the chest. That's just... I've just done it again. I totally just missed the chest. Hello, Dog Day for real. Welcome to the stream. Right, okay, what have we got here? Rotten flesh. Quite a bit of that. Bones! Gunpowder. And then the arrows. We're going to stick over to there. And then the string we can just stick somewhere else. Just going to zoom in. I'm going to zoom in the live chat a minute. It's quite hard. I'm just going to zoom the live chat in. It's just quite hard to see at the moment. There we go. So, if I quickly go up here, what am I doing? I'm just taking some... I went and did some mob... I forgot what I was saying. I went and hunted some mobs for some XP levels. So what I'm doing is just storing them in my storage chests. If I come down this secret little chest here, I can put the spider eyes in here. I can put the string in this chest. And see, we've got to organise this now. I can take these. That rotten flesh can come with us. That, this, and this. Right, so another stack of that. We've almost got three. We've almost got 3 chests. We've almost got 3 chests of string. So, well, those 3 chests are there, but we've also got a chest in there of string as well. So if I go down here now, actually before we do that, let's pop over to here first. because there's a slime balls chest right here. And now we can go to do the next. Actually, before we do any of that, we should quickly just check if there's anything else, like old broken bows or anything in these chests. Is this Bedrock? Hello, Doctor for Chapter. Welcome to the stream. No, this is Legacy Console Edition. This is the old version. This is the Minecraft version for consoles before Bedrock existed. So this is an older version of Minecraft. The update that I'm playing came out the year before the Bedrock update and before the Bedrock come out. Right, where do I want to head? I want to head to this area, this ladder here. May I join? I'm afraid not, Holden. I do apologise. I do apologise, guys, but this is non-crossplay. Right, bone in here. Yeah, I do apologise. This is a non-crossplay version. You can only play this version if you have the same Minecraft console. There we go. Got rid of the... one more to do. Getting rid of the broken bows, because we don't need them. We'll leave that stuff there. I like this little room, guys. I like it. What was that? That was... What is it on? Legacy Console Edition. This is the Legacy... This is the Minecraft Nintendo Switch edition of Minecraft. There is 2 editions for the Switch. There's 2 editions for the Switch. This one doesn't exist anymore. This one is... I'm playing the old discontinued version because I prefer this version. Right, let's go up here. I'm playing the old Legacy 4J Studios Legacy Console Edition version of Minecraft because I prefer it. I absolutely loved their version of Minecraft that they did. Right, so I have Minecraft Bedrock. I'm going to subscribe. Thank you so much. Actually, no, let's keep that one. I've got a load of spider eyes here in string and rotten flesh. Gunpowder. Anything else that we have? Right, put that iron in there. Anything else? No, that's the one I want to keep. Oh, hold on, I just noticed another stack of gunpowder. Right, so... You're very welcome. Thank you so much. We're aiming to hit 8k. We're aiming to hit 8,400 by the end of the month. We've roughly got about 3 days to do it, guys, which... You speak like a gentleman, by the way. Oh, thank you. But I think you've got to speak like a gentleman, guys, if you get what I mean. Why would... But at the end of the day, you know, like when you're doing like a YouTube stream, for example, somebody's taken their time out of their day to go and watch your stream. So you've got to be gentlemanly. I'm going to quickly head down here then, because this is where we can put the spiders. Oh, sorry, I just scraped my arm on my desk. Ouch. Right, spider eyes. Never want lots. 5 string to put in here. Ooh. Just opened up the wrong chest. That's kind of funny. How long did it take to build this base? Well, this base has been expanded over years. This base has been expanded over years. I've had this Minecraft world in particular. I've had this world for nearly 10 years. this base has obviously changed over time. But yeah, I've had this Minecraft world now for closing almost 10 years. This world will be 10 years old in 2 months. Thank you so much for subscribing, Doctor for Chapter. That's really kind of you. Thank you so much. We're, right, what was I come down here for? Ah, this. Basically, there's a bit of lava opposite here, and it's basically where we throw all the bows. It's basically like an incinerator. It incinerates the stuff that we don't need. But yeah, guys, yeah, this world is 10 years old almost. There are only 3 people. Well, that's mainly because, to be honest, 10 years is a long time, I know. I was skinny when I started this world. Oh, put that gunpowder in there. I love this life, but I have to leave. That's alright. Have a good rest of your day. And thank you so much for watching the stream, and we will see you in the next one. Have a good rest of your day. Gunpowder can go in there. That can go in there. What's in here? Not much. You're a great gentleman. Oh, thank you. It's making me cry. That is. Thank you so much. What am I looking? I found another bit of gunpowder. Hello, Mara. I can't quite read your name. Give me 2 seconds. Hello, Ma. Agua Viva. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Right. What I'm gonna do is just quickly check, see if there's anything here that can probably go into any of those chests. This one that had the gunpowder. Sorry, the glowstone powder. Can you teach me how to speak like gentlemen? I mean, it's not about speaking like a gentleman, Doctor for Chapter. It's just about being kind to people. Yeah, you can read it pretty well. Thank you. It's because I clicked on your YouTube channel and saw how it was like spelt from the YouTube channel. I didn't read it through the handle. There's no such thing as speaking like a gentleman. It's just being kind to people. No. I was always told when I was younger, you know, be kind to you know, if you want to be treated well by other people, I was always told when I was a kid, treat others the way you want to be treated. So if you want to be treated, you know, kindly, treat everybody else with kindness. Same, but I got bullied instead. Well, I got bullied as well. I got bullied, I will admit, I got bullied for everything when I was younger. I got bullied for many, many, many things. I got bullied because I was short. I got bullied because I was skinny. And then when I was around about 13, I got bullied. I gained weight when I was around 14, and then I got bullied for being fat. But the one thing is, what's my age? Have a guess. Basically, with everyone that asks me that question, I make them guess because no one. It leads to some quite funny results. It leads to some quite funny answers. Yeah, because everyone guesses different. $89. I'm not 89. If I was 89, I would be the same age. If I was 89, I'd be older than my grandmother. Well, I'd be older than my now deceased grandmother. But yeah, if I was 89, I'd be older. I'm not, I'm 23. I'm 23, not 89. Imagine if I was 89 though, guys. I mean, if I was 89, I would have seen... If I was 89, I would have seen You would have seen. Actually, if you generally were 89, you've seen some shit. You know, you saw the collapse. You saw the Soviet. You saw the collapse of the German Reich, the collapse of the Soviet Union. You saw the the United States rise to become the most powerful nation on the planet. You've seen. I'm not 89. I didn't say that. I said, imagine if you were 89, you would have seen. You would see some. Most 89-year-olds have seen some stuff in their time. The Soviet Union, the collapse of Germany, the Soviet, the collapse of the Soviet Union, the rise of America as the most powerful country, the decline of the British Empire. In 89 years, there's been a lot of changes to the world. You know, the fastest. What do you mean shit? When someone says they've seen some shit in their time, it means that they've seen a lot. It's a British quote, but if you say to someone they've seen some shit in their time, it means that they've seen a lot. Someone that's 89 years ago, the fastest mode of transport would have been a plane. Now it's a rocket. A train could only go about 40 miles an hour. Now we've got trains that could go more like 300 miles an hour. It's incredible. But yeah, but saying that about like being bullied, that I was bullied. You know Verity? I do not, I'm afraid. But on the thing about being bullied, guys, I know what it's like to be bullied. I was bullied a lot. I was bullied for being short, bullied for being skinny, then I gained weight and was bullied for being fat. I was bullied for being a little for odd. I wasn't odd. I wasn't odd like odd. I just didn't find a lot of stuff funny that other people in my school year did. You know, Roblox. I know what Roblox is. I've never played it, though. I have never played it. Tell you what. Let's go farming. Tell you what, I've just noticed there's a window missing over here. I am going to turn that telly down a bit. Really loud. Yeah, I didn't realise that it was my TV. I didn't realise that my TV sound was so high. So basically, you guys were hearing it twice. You were hearing it through my capture card, which is filming how I'm streaming. You could hear it. You guys were hearing it twice. You were hearing it through my mic because I could hear it on the TV. Then it was coming through my... Right, we're just going to go and... I've just noticed that there's no glass in that window. I haven't been into this greenhouse in months. In fact, I'm going to go so far to say I don't think I've been in this greenhouse in like a year or more. But there we go. So we can now put, if we replace, we can put another stack of seeds. 64 in there. Perfect. Which is, you know, rather incredible, really. Ooh, my ear. There's something in my ear. The window already has glass. What? Well, a window doesn't there's a window here with no glass. Because a window, you can have a window. Spider? Where? If I had some dirt on me, I'd repair that, but I don't have any on me at the moment. Shoot. Where's a spider? I don't see one. That was the sound of my controller dropping. Window frame, I think you mean. No, a window doesn't have... A window is still a window. A window is still a window if it doesn't have glass. Because windows existed before we had glass. Windows existed before we had glass. The window frame is just the frame. The window is just the frame around it. I don't know what you're saying anymore. I said a window. A window is not just the glass. A window is the whole thing. Because we had windows before we had glass. Original windows from ancient history were just a cut in the wall. Oh, sorry guys, my ear. Yeah, windows existed for thousands of years before glass. So early windows were just unglazed holes in roofs or walls used for ventilation and light. A window is a window. Yeah. A window isn't the glass. When you said about the window frame because it's got no glass, the reason I called it a window is because the glass isn't... A window isn't glass. We had windows before glass. Glass fits in a window. That's why we call it window glass. Because a glass fits in a window, but a window is just the hole. The glass is just what fits in it. It's kind of like let me think of a good example. Do you touch grass? Yes, I do touch grass. But yeah, a window isn't actually the glass. The glass just goes into the window. It's like it's like a doorway. It's like a doorway. The actual door that closes isn't the door. Isn't the doorway. The doorway is just a hole. The actual door is just the hole where you can enter. No, you've said hello in every stream. I've said hello in every stream. I've said hello to you in every stream. A window with glass is called a window. Yeah. But also a window without glass is also called a window because the glass that fits in... That's what you said. You confused me, to be honest, Doctor for Chapter, when I said there's no glass in that window. You said no, it's just a window frame. There's no window. But that's what I was saying. Like, there is no such... The glass isn't the window. The window just fits... The glass just fits in the window. Oh. Ooh, there we go. I think it's called a window frame. What, the frame is around the window, but the glass isn't called a window because we've had windows before glass. Before we knew how to make glass, we had windows. It's like... ancient Egypt had windows, and basically what it was just a hole. It was just a hole and curtains. Oh god, there's something in my eyes. I just forgot about this shit. Oh god, my eyes. I'm gonna Google it actually. Here it is. I've just Googled it. The glass is just in the window. It's not the entire window itself. The window is the entire structure opening in the wall. So basically the window frame is just is the window. The window frame is the window, and then the glass just fits in it. All of it makes a complete window, but you don't need the glass. So you don't need the glass, but you do need the window frame, which is why the window frame is called the window. Because you don't need to have glass in a window for it to be a window. Oh my god, my eyes. What in the window science are we trying to do here? I don't know. I was just confused what you said, so I went into detail. When you said about the window frame, it's just a window frame, there's no glass. I thought, well, it's still a window. Am I famous? I wish I was. I wish. No, I don't. I don't wish I was famous. If I was famous, I wouldn't be. If I was famous, I wouldn't be able to like. If I was famous, I wouldn't be able to. I wouldn't be able to read every comment in the live stream. I do read every comment at Animations Clan of Joe Army. But if I've got a lot of people in, sometimes not every comment appears. Oh my god! Sorry, my I had to. How much is the device that you use? The Nintendo. I'm using this. I'm using the Switch 2, so it's around about, I don't know, 390. It's around about 390, £400. I don't know what that is in every other currency though. What state of country you're in? What state of country? Do you mean what country am I from? Because every state is a country. What? And true states. I'm from the United Kingdom. I'm from the UK. Yeah. What food do you guys eat? Burgers, pizza, spaghetti. The UK is quite diverse when it comes to food. The UK has cultural dishes from all across the world. Because of how vast the British Empire was back in the day, a lot of dishes from other parts of the world are consumed in the UK due to the fact the British Empire was so vast. McDonald's? Well, McDonald's is in the UK, but it's not a British company. McDonald's is in the UK. It's actually, it's not, McDonald's is fine, but it's not a British company. When we're talking about food in the UK, when we're talking about foods they eat in the UK, normally they talk about the more traditional stuff. You like British? You look British, you mean? I don't know. I'm a little bit confused. Well, the UK is British. Officially, the country is called the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. Basically, English, Scottish, and Welsh are all one country. England, Scotland, and Wales are one unified country. I'm Indian. Cool. I'm gonna sneeze. I'm gonna sneeze. My hay fever is really affecting me today. But you learn English. Listen, we don't learn English. British isn't a language. We don't learn English, Doctor for Chapter. English is our natural language. British isn't a language. British is a cultural identity. Poppy Playtime. Never played it. Never played it. I don't even know where I am. I know. We're by the campsite. Oh, my tooth is really sore. But yeah, we don't learn British because British isn't we don't learn British because British isn't actually a language. English, Scottish, and Welsh are both are British languages. There isn't actually a British language in itself. It happens to be English, English, and the languages that come from the UK are from Britain are English. You're a really good YouTuber. Thank you. The languages that come from the UK are English, Scottish, and Welsh because they are from the British Isles, but there isn't a British language. A British language is anything that comes from the British Isles, so that would just be English, Scottish, and Welsh. Welsh is really hard to understand. Welsh is really hard to try and understand. Which I've learned a couple of words in Welsh, but the thing is with Welsh is that there's some words in Welsh that have no meaning, so they have to switch to English. So you could just hear a load of Welsh and then suddenly you hear the word yes. Sadly, I've got to go. It's alright, have a good rest of your day. Thank you for watching the stream. We will see you in the next one. Have a good rest of your day. Our villager's out. He's enjoying his little time in his little garden. We need to give him a name. What should we call him? Wait. I'm going to chop this tree down, I think, in a second. I do apologise, guys. My mouth is really sore. I've got a really sore tooth for some reason. There's a lot of wheat in there. What else we got in here, just randomly? Why don't show there's only one person here? Because at the streams these streams fluctuate. These streams fluctuate, so sometimes we have a limited amount of people watching, and then it goes up and goes down. But that's how it's been for a long time, to be honest. That's always been quite. That's always been the same, to be honest. I've always had my streams have always been like that. But it'll probably, to be honest, I have a big American audience. I have a big American audience, so I have one more word to go before I go. Okay. But yeah, I have quite a big American audience, so in America it's still quite early. Going on to that regard though as well, everybody. I also have quite a big view from, English or Spanish. Well, of course I know English because I am English. I am English, so of course I know English. I don't know Spanish. I can say hola and gracias. That's the only two words I know in Spanish. Oh, and I know senor and senorita, so male and female. I know that's my lady and sir. Senor and senorita, I know that's male and female, and that's all I know. Have a good rest of your day. Thank you for watching the live stream, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good rest of your day. I'm just going to put that controller down in a second, guys. My eye is stinging. Oh. Back in a second. There we go. Holy Mother of God. Our subscriber count, guys, has just absolutely leapfrogged up to 381. Thank you, everybody, so much. We're aiming to hit 8,400 by the end of the year, by the end of the week, by the end of June. We could potentially hit this, guys. We were only 19 away. We were 26 away just now. We are now only 19 away, which is just incredible. Have a great day. Yeah, and you have a great day. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Ooh, boop, boop, boop. I did fall off then, but that was fun. Right, so I'm going to quickly nip up to here because this is there is a bed. There's a room up here with a bed in it. This one has a bed, so we're going to quickly take a nap in here. So thank you, everybody. I just want to quickly nip off and get a drink, guys. I'll be back in a minute. Right, I'm back, guys. I'm back. So, what I'm going to do is have some fun. Perhaps we'll hop to different worlds, I don't know. Oh, right. Let's hop across. So, if you just joined, welcome. We are currently streaming on Minecraft. And we want to build something, but we don't exactly know what we want to build. I've got an idea. I've got an idea to build something. Hello, Sanghun. Welcome to the stream. Right, so that should be enough. We got actually. Do we have any grass? I think 60-40 minutes. It said AFK. Yeah. Well, no. It said it, but it doesn't say AFK on the stream. It says AFK, Sunghoon, because I went AFK just now, but I haven't deleted the comment because the comment was from 5 minutes ago. The comment that says AFK was over 5 minutes ago. Because I did. I nipped off and got a drink. But by the time you've joined, by the time you joined the stream, I'd already been back. I was only gone for a minute. Away from keyboard, it meant that I left. It meant that I muted my mic and left the stream for a minute so I could go and get a drink. Right. What I'm going to do... I've had a minigame idea. But I don't know where I want to put it. I've had a minigame idea. We could do it here, but I think we're going to want a little bit more space. I think we're going to want an area roughly about 16 by 16. So that's the sort of area I think we're going to want for this. Down here would be cool. But I don't quite think we're going to be able to fit it here. Let's just have a crack. Let's have a crack over here a sec. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. No. I'm going to need to go and get some more food in a second. Because we are not playing... Oh, no, we've already got enough. Mm-hmm. Because it's only 6... Because it's 16 by 16. Could we get it in here? I don't... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Hold on. 1. 13, 14, 15, 16. It can't be right. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Can't be right. Hold on a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Got it wrong. Oh, bollocks. Right. We got our build idea. What's 16? It's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's half. Now 7 on each. Good. Oh. No way. That's going to look so cool. And I want to do this now. Do this now, do this now. I want to build this. So. I don't know how much stone I brought. We're going to need a lot though. So if you are watching this, which what we're doing, guys, we are building a little mini game across here. I am back. Welcome back. We are just working on a mini game. I've had a cool little mini game idea to build. Basically, we're going to make a little Minecraft terrain here. So we're going to make a Minecraft terrain here. I need more stone. I'm going to need more stone, I think. A lot more stone. So what I'm going to do, there's a chest behind that pyramid. There's a chest from behind that pyramid from a project that we were working on a few weeks ago. And we're going to work on that. But we're definitely going to need more stone. So I'm going to go and get some. But I have got to be ultra careful because mobs are going to start spawning. But at the moment, okay, over here we've got one witch who we will kill kind of quickly. That's the only thing near us right now is a witch. There's a creeper over there, but that creeper's like far enough away that he's not going to see us. So, I believe that there would have been loads of stone left over here. In fact, there was some dirt left over. In fact, we can recycle. We're actually doing something well for the environment. I still play Minecraft on the PS Vita. Cool. In fact, guys, we're actually protecting the environment here. We're using materials that we've already got left over in chests to build. In fact, because it's getting to the point it's night time, there was a bed over there. Is it still here? There was a bed over here. I haven't got any wool on me. I play on PC. Cool. I do play it on PC as well. I have it on my laptop as well. There's some glass missing from there. That glass has always been missing from there. There we go. We're just going to quickly go to here so we can quickly empty that chest. Right. We're going to switch to here. Then this is what we're working on. And right now, you will probably say it looks basic. Which I will admit, yeah, it does, guys. But so what we're doing is we're building Minecraft. We're building a Minecraft block. So this dirt is going to be ultra important for what we're doing. In fact, we won't do anything with that at the moment. We'll forget about this for a second. Right, I've made a bit of a muck up here. That was incredible from me. The dirt down there we can get in a minute. I want some cobblestone. I've just had like a really cool idea. Actually, I'm going to need some food. So if you're watching this, guys, what we're going to do, I want to make a little roller coaster. I mean, we got a huge roller coaster over there, which you just can't quite see because it's out of view. But there's a massive roller coaster, but I want to build a mini one. I've got an idea on how I want to do it. What's in here? Nothing. Good. There is a crafting table there as well. I think this will look really cool when we're done. Hello, Mr. Void Being. Welcome to the Subnautica, please. I've never played Subnautica. How are you, Mr. Void Being? Welcome to the stream. We're currently just working on a roller coaster idea that I've had. So let's break those then. They're doing pretty good. That's good to hear. We're just going this way a second. So basically, I got myself a VR headset. Cool. I had a brainwave just now. I had a really cool like build idea to do. Oh, that's amazing. Part of the original staircase that this used to be a spleef arena, but I abandoned it. But it's part of the original cobblestone is still here. If I quickly get rid of this rotten flesh, like part of the original. Oh. There we go. I haven't got any torch. I've only got one torch, but if I place it here, that should be fine for now, shouldn't it? Because I found those bits of cobblestone, we can replace this with... We can replace that with actual bits of cobblestone here. And then it will come down to here, so we can break this. Basically, this was part of a spleef arena that I had built. It was part of a spleef arena that I had built for stream. Well, no, for one of my first YouTube videos on this channel. There we go. Right. There we go. Perfect. There we go. Perfect. So, I need some... I have got some coal blocks on me, so we could do that. There we go. Right. I'm going to come over here a minute and nick a bed. I'm going to nick a bed, so... It's going to be like a little roller coaster, guys. But we go through some biomes. Actually, that coal that we got here, have we got any wood on us? No. Hello to all once more. Hello, the Goose of Knowledge. Welcome to the stream. There we go. I need to go and get some more stone. Right. Right. There we go. Right, so we're going to go this way. There we go. So this looks this looks just a bit bizarre, but we weren't actually gonna have it go downstairs, but it just happened to be I forgot this existed. This this place here, guys, used to be. I used to have a tall spleef arena above it. This place used to have a tall spleef arena above it. And what I'm going to do, I'm recycling really. I'm using the old spleef arena tunnel. I'm using the old spleef arena bit. And this will be our... I can't move. I'm stuck. There we go. I'm out of stone again. But I think we'll do the rest of this later. I think this looks so good. This is quite good. I think this looks quite good so far, actually. Boosh. Boosh, boosh. Well, so we need the stairs to come back up here somewhere. I'm gonna go look around to see if I can find some stone. Sorry guys, I can't see the live chat. My screen's scrolled down. Yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna head this way, I think. There was dirt in there once, which, I mean, we've got enough dirt for this project. Out the back here, for now, actually, out the back here for now, I am going to put every scrap of dirt Put every scrap bit of stuff in there. I need more stone to work on it. So we're just gonna have a search around. Ooh. Okay. Cobblestone. Kind of useful. Any more stone anywhere? I'm gonna head back in a minute and get some torches because it's gonna get really dark down there. And I broke my hand. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Oh, I am really sorry to hear that. I'm also sorry to hear about your dog. I can't hello, Sophia. I can't do that, I'm afraid, because this is Legacy Console Edition, so I can't. There's no such thing as copper in this edition. This edition here doesn't have copper. Copper wasn't added until a couple of updates after this was discontinued. And then find 13 diamond ores. We can do that. We can do that. But I am just working on this first. Basically, I've got a pit here that existed. I've got a pit here from an old Spleef arena. The pit from the old Spleef arena right here, I'm basically turning it into a roller coaster. So I'm turning it into a roller coaster, and I come across the pit just now, and I'm building a little roller coaster right here. Where did I put that bed? Oh my god, where did I put that? Tame 19 dogs. I can't, I'm afraid. I can't tame 19 dogs because I don't have 19. I don't have any space for any new dogs. I've already got like 30. I've already got 30 dogs at the moment, so I can't actually tame anymore. What is the world size for Legacy Edition? It depends. The Switch Edition is roughly 3,000 by 3,000. The Switch Edition is 3,000 blocks by 3,000 blocks. But the Xbox One and the PS4 had another extra world size. So a PS4 and Xbox One could go up to 5,000 by 5,000. So I'm just gonna head over here and see if we left any like roller coaster tracks anywhere. Oh, do. Because I put chests and all and things around here. Yeah, I must have took them away. I will come over here a minute, though. I will nick this. I will nick the crafting table here. And I also left a secret chest. I must have took it. I thought I left a secret chest there. Take the dirt and the cobble. You should build... That's a cool idea. Interesting idea, yeah. What we got here then? Some sort of... Gonna take... Actually, we're gonna take... Saying that, we're gonna take the ores. Diamond ore. I know we've already got redstone. Got gold. What else do we want? Hmm. With a crafting table. That's useful. That's kind of useful. What I'm going to do is go and get some torches a sec. I'm going to get as many torches as I possibly can get. I want to make this place... I want to make this build feel... Let's just dump that in there. There's another crafting table here. There's 7 torches. Probably going to need a couple more. In fact, I'll take these 2 trap chests will come with us and that iron. I've got an idea. Probably going to need a couple more torches though, so I'm going to run to the torch chest and just grab some. Coal. Anything else that we might want? I'll take some extra cobblestone. Extra iron just in case. So, I'm not going to go back the way we come. I'm not going to go back the way we come. I'm going to take a different route. But the reason I'm going to take a different route is because where we're actually building... Where we're building, it's quicker if we go this way. It's quicker if we go this way. Because... you can see this from where we are building, pretty much. Where we are building is literally there. It's in between that. It's behind that purple and green one. That's just a bit that's a bit random. I'm going to put some torches here. It's a creeper. Run like hell. Here we go. So, if I grab that stone, whilst the stone comes around here, what's behind there? Is that the stairs? Yeah, so I'm going to have it go through here then. We will have it go through here. Right. Okay, now we have it turned. There we go. I think we've done quite well here, really. Hello, pizza guy. Welcome to the stream. Oh. I don't have a shovel, guys. My shovel broke. We'll have to do the dirt by hand. But I think this is looking really cool. At this moment, I think this is looking really cool. That's what I want. I wanted to know what that is. Okay. Let's just change our minds a second then. Let's go one out. Let's go this way. let's go this way via 1. Actually, no, let's go the other way. Let's fill this in. There we go. Perfect. This is slightly awkward. Right. Sorry, everybody. Just gotta break this. Oh. Right. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Ow. I just fell. Right. No, I think we'll have to go one higher on that. Hmm. Well, I suppose all of this is getting turned into stone anyway. This is gonna feel like a maze. I quite like this so far, actually. If you're watching, we're working on a bit of a we're working on a bit of a roller coaster. So I'm just building. I need some more stone. I've got to work out where I need to go at. So back there then. Good, we can go and get some more. I think we've made use. I actually think though as well we've made really good use of this area. I mean, this area had not been used for anything for ages. Let's don't put that in there. We'll worry about some of those other bits when we get to that. I need to head across to get more stone. So, there we go. I'm going to refresh the stream and see if there's any more comments in the stream, or is it, whether it's... Because sometimes my comments freeze up, which is really bizarre. Hello, Lawrence. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Right, just checking some notifications, guys, quickly. There we go. Right, what I want to do I speak English? I hope so, because I am English, so I would hope that I speak English, I think. God loves all of you. Thank you. I'm going to quickly head... I need to head to that lake. Because there's a chest over there, and it was full of stone, and I need lots and lots of stone to finish the project that I'm working on. If you speak English, that's good, because I don't speak English. But you're typing in English. Silly me. I went to the wrong fin chest. There we go. I'm translating. I speak Portuguese. Ah. But I will say, YouTube now is crazy. YouTube automatically translates what you guys are saying for me, guys. What you guys are commenting is now automatically translated to... What you guys comment is now being automatically translated. So I'm translating I speak Portuguese as automatically translated from Portuguese. Joe the Toaster. Well, not today. It's not as warm today. Thankfully, it's about 10 degrees cooler today. Oh, he's not toast. No, today's actually not... The weather today isn't as bad as it was. Today's weather's not as bad as it was. I went wrong. Whoopsie. I went wrong. You're breaking up every 2 letters. I think that's just for you. No one else has mentioned that today. I don't know. I think that might be just for you. I don't know. Can everybody... Am I breaking up for everybody else? Am I breaking up, everybody? Am I breaking up for everybody else? Or is it just one person? Ooh. Right, what I'm going to do is going to go around like this. I didn't bring enough dirt. Okay, I have a Discord notification. Right, so first things first. How do you avoid lag? How do you avoid lag? It's not about how to avoid lag. It's not about lag in your world. It's about how your console runs. So it's about how the game runs as well. So I'm playing this on Legacy Console. I'm playing this on the Legacy Console Edition. The Legacy Console Edition was notoriously good for lag. The Legacy Console was a very good console for consoles not lagging. Because the Legacy Console Edition consoles... interesting. I'm building a roller coaster, guys, if you want to know what we're doing. We're building a roller coaster. We're building a little roller coaster, but it literally just goes around a little... It literally goes around a block. It goes around up here. Basically, it just goes around a block. Really cool word. Do you like ketchup? I do like tomato ketchup, I will admit. Really cool world, thanks. Right, okay. Need more dirt up here. Then I need some wood. I have something special planned. Oh shit, I wasn't trying to do that. I was trying to eat. It's amazing, really. You've got to run to get up to the top. You've got to run all the way up here. You've got to run all the way through this thing just to do this. You've got to go run all the way through here to get up here. I like it. Luckily, I survived that because it was coming up here. I gotta be honest, I heard about that, but I will be honest, I didn't know who he was. I will be honest, guys, I genuinely didn't know who he was. Yeah, horrible way to go. He's a no. I'm aware he was a singer, but literally, I heard. I didn't. I will be honest, guys. I didn't know. I didn't know a word of his songs or who he was until Decepted said something about uh, Oliver's dead. Until Decepted said to me like Oliver's dead, I genuinely had never heard of him. I need it to be daytime. Where did that bed go? Oh, it's fucking in my inventory. Did you know that? Did I know what? Right, let's just go up to here then. I can't really do much more at the moment until that grass grows. I need this grass to grow. There's a creeper right there. Do you think I could hit the creeper from here? I don't have a bow, actually. I don't have an arrow. I need to wait for a little bit of this grass to grow here. Good. Because a little bit of this grass... Hello, Tunic. Welcome to the stream. Right, because a little bit of this grass has now decided to grow onto here, I can now work on, and a little bit there, I can now work on this. We're just making a mini game, Tunic. Welcome to the stream. We're making a... Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Oh, itchy nose. We're making a little mini roller coaster. We're making a little mini roller coaster. Bless you. Thank you. Sorry guys, my hay fever's been all over the shop. I ended yesterday's stream early because my hay fever was all over the shop. Right, so basically I didn't build some of this here. I didn't build. These walls we've put in, but it happened to be that I used to have a spleef arena here, and there was a hole in the ground that we covered over. So we've just literally gone into the hole that we've covered over, and we've just repaired it. This is literally the ground level again. We're going up. This little roller coaster is going to go right. It's only going to be a mini little thing. The roller coaster is going to go straight through here. Because grass is starting to grow, it means that I can continue putting bits of hill on now. I thought that was already a roller coaster. Well, we've already got a roller coaster, but I wanted to build a mini one. I was inspired off my friend's realm. I was inspired off my friend's Community Wars. Basically, he built a little grass block, and then built a cave, and then built like a cave style thing inside it. So I've done one similar, just slightly differently. What I'm going to do, though, what I'm going to do to make this really interesting... Oh, is it going to loop or no? Well, it's not going to... Yeah, it's going to loop. It's going to partially loop. It's going to partially loop in a certain regard. It's going to... You're going to go back to the start. You'll go back to the start like most roller coasters do. So you'll come up here like this. Might need to break those two. So you'll come up here, and then we'll circle around here. Then we'll drop back down. And then somewhere along here, we'll drop back down. What does this even look like from over here? I haven't even looked at it yet. Saying that, it's kind of a bit of a shit spot to look at it from. Let's just swim up here. Right. Sure, we might actually drain before we get to the top of here. Jesus. Right. That's what it looks like so far. Yeah, the idea is it's meant to feel like a giant block, but we go in around the giant block. So we're just going to wait for that grass to... We're just going to wait for that grass to... Ooh. I think it looks cool. We just need to wait for some... I'll tell you what I'm going to go and do, though. Do you have any plans for 10k subs? I actually don't know. I don't actually know. Well, for 7k... For 7k, I jokingly said I play Nintendo Wii Fit, which... If you guys... Have you guys ever heard of that game? Have you guys ever heard of Nintendo Wii Fit? So I did that. So basically, the Wii Fit balance board, which ironically, the Wii Fit balance board is literally against the wall in the corner. The Wii Fit balance board can detect. It could detect how many calories you burnt. It could detect how much you weigh, and it would basically detect your balance. It's actually a really cool system. So basically, it would do all that. So I thought it'd be funny to stream. So I streamed that for 7k. The only thing you've got to do on Wii Fit, guys, which I found out when I was younger, is you've got to manually put your height in. And you've got to change it as you grow. Which I didn't know that, so I didn't manually change my height in it. So I will admit, it thought I was 5'1". So the game actually flagged me up as morbidly obese, which is really, really funny. It flagged me, it no word of a lie, it flagged me up as morbidly obese. And it was because I had forgotten to change my height in the system, which I didn't realise. So it flagged me up. Imagine being 27 and it shows you 5.1. Well, I'm not. It thought I was 5'1", which actually I knew a person in my college class that was probably about that high. When I was in college, there was a person in my class that was like 5'1". But yeah, I didn't. I gave us an example. Yeah, I did actually know somebody that was like that. But yeah, I was going to make a joke here. What was I going to say? So yeah, it happens this the time I go on it. It says my height was 5'1". I hadn't changed my height since 2016. I hadn't changed my height on it since I was 14. Well, since I was about 13, I hadn't changed my height in the system. So it flagged me up as morbidly obese. As soon as I changed my height to what it was, to what it is actually, what it is now, it suddenly went from morbidly obese to healthy. it suddenly changed from morbidly obese to healthy. Which is pretty funny that it just suddenly went from the one extreme to another. Which is very funny. But when I streamed it though, guys, when I streamed it, I died because the running, you have to run on when it's the running one, you've got to run on a spot with it. So I was dead after 30 minutes of that. I was dead. I was literally dead. I was so hot and so sweaty from that. I did it again for 8k as a joke, and I wasn't as bad. But I literally jogging on that spot, killed me. Oh. No, can't put it here. Jogging on a spot for 30 minutes on that stream. Absolutely killed me. So I'm not doing that for 10k, guys. I'm not doing that again for 10k. For 10k, I'll probably do something like write a book or something. Make a short film or something. That's cool. That's a cool idea, actually. Make a short film. I can't quite fit it in. This is just how... Okay, this'll work. I can fit it in here. There we go. I think you guys can imagine what this is being what we're building here. Right. Looks good so far. First of all, bloody hell. Okay. Oh, bollocks. Oh, for fuck's sake, guys, come on. All I want to do is get a bit of path in the right way. Come on. There we go. Good. Right. Perfect. I think I'm going to put some... If I can I reach that crafting... Well, I said that. I could put a crafting table here for a minute, can I? These crafting tables are going somewhere. Like, they will go somewhere. They're going to go... Those crafting tables that we're using right now, they are going to go in the cave sort of area. I'm going to make an edit. Cool. I'm going to quickly finish this off. What should we put here, guys? I want to put something different for a minute. Tell you what, let's just put a bit of this granite in here. I mean, no one's actually going to live in this house. No one's going to live in this Minecraft house. It's just here for the sake. It's just here for some decoration. So it doesn't really matter what we use on it, really. In the grand scheme of it, it doesn't really matter what goes in here. I still have a couple of these left, so I can worry about these little bits. And then good. This looks nice, and this looks nice and completed. Especially this bit. Well, this bit looks fine. So I've got 12 bits of stairs left over. I've even got a bed, so I might as well just... I've even got this bed, which this bed needs... This bed should really... This bed here should really go back to the minigame it was actually at. But... It needs to go back to... I can't see it. It needs to go back to that one, but... I did have some dirt left over. Where did it go? But... Actually, I'm going to leave that chest here. I'm going to leave one of these chests here. Then, in that case, I can leave some of this stuff here. Free up some inventory space for a moment. let's go to the top here, guys, and think about. Let's go to the top of the. Let's go to the top of King of the Hill. And then we'll have a look on what this looks like. But you know what? I like it so far. I like it so far. I think we've got to do some more to it. But I don't really know what I need to do. Right. I like it. We just need the grass to grow. Sorry guys, my jaw's really sore. Right. If I head over here, if I head to over here, there's a little tunnel that takes us home. Okay. This tunnel should take us all the way to the train station, which we should do very well in getting to. There's a reason this exists, because we had to go under a build. Just checking some notifications a sec. There we go. I think what it'd be worth doing now I thought we had some in here. Which we do not. Right, so let's go have some fun. Let's go have some fun. We're going to make a roller coaster. Because why not? No. We're going to create a roller coaster. Because why not? No. Because why not? Why not? Why not? Not why not? Why not? Why not? We're going to create a roller coaster because why not? Why not? Why not? We're going to create a roller coaster because why not? Why not? Why not? We're going to create a roller coaster because why not? Why not? Why not? We're going to create a roller coaster because why not? Why not? Why not? We're going to create a roller coaster because why not? Why not? Why not? I wonder if the tree's grown. No, it hasn't grown. That tree better grow. I know this song is fucking shit, but you'll find yourself repeating it. And even though this song is shit, you're going to find yourself repeating it. And even though my song is shit, and even though my song is shit, you're gonna find yourself repeating it. And even though the song is shit. I haven't turned this to grass yet, so we're gonna need some torches around here. Right. Right. So what we're gonna do Hmm. Made a mistake there. No. One of these. Then one of these. Then one of these. Then we stop. Actually, let's get rid of our sword for a moment. Like, nothing's gonna happen because we're in a roller coaster. We're on a roller coaster. Where is this connecting? Hello, G47 Edits. Welcome to the stream. This is connecting to a little roller coaster. We made that massive roller coaster over there, which you just can't quite see. But I've made a little mini one, but it goes through here. It's just a cool little build idea I had this morning. I just want to nip over to the spider spawner because I need some bones. I need some bones for this. I need some bone meal to connect up. I want to plant a tree at the top. But at the moment, I haven't got any bones. But luckily, that's the roller coaster, and we've made that little mini thing over there, which it looks so cool. Husk. There we go. So we're just going to head this way. How are you, G47 Edits? How are you? Welcome back to the stream. Right, I'm going to quickly head up here, guys. I'm going to head up here because there should be a stack of torches, roughly 4. And it shows me where this is. And then we can worry about this. I've been good. There were exams, so I couldn't watch your streams. How are you? I'm really good. Thank you for asking. That's really kind of you. Just gonna wait for some skeletons to decide to spawn in. All I need is a couple. I want to plant some trees up there. Ah, here's a couple. So I didn't pick any up. I didn't pick any up. They've all gone into the hopper system. Sometimes I pick some up, but sometimes as I'm getting the XP, I pick them up. But at the moment, it seems to be we're not picking anything up. Okay, I picked up an arrow. Not exactly what I wanted, but... Right, come on, let's get some XP. There we... Oh, I got one bone. Can I make a bone meal? Can I make bone meal from one bone? I got 3. There we go. Just, I need more. I need some... Four. Good. So that means we can... How many more can we make from that then? 4 times 3, that's 12. Will 12 be enough for me to be able to plant that tree? Let's give it a... I think we've got to wait. Because there's about 5 coming here. If we can pick up some bones from some of these, which we did, we picked up. All right, we picked up 10. So 10 times 3, that's 30. That's good. 45 should be more than enough to finish what I want to finish. And then I want to plant a couple of flowers up there. Hello, Swiss. Welcome to the Zoom. What do you mean by series, Swiss? You said about a series. What do you mean by what type of series? Film, TV, book series? What do you mean by series? Because a series could be many different things. It could even be a series of paintings. Like a comic book episode for on YouTube. Kind of like comic book episodes. It depends. What kind of aesthetic are you looking for? Live action? What kind of... I can't speak. What kind... Oh, the tree's grown now anyway. What kind of aesthetic are you looking for? Live action, animation... It depends what type of thing you're aiming to do. We don't have the resources for animation yet. Why don't you try live action? So like, why don't you try live action? Because live action's the cheapest one to do. As a suggestion for when you're trying to start out, it might be worth trying something like live action first. When live action's obviously when you generally film something. It might be worth trying that out first because that's the cheapest one. You can make a live action like short film series with your phone. I would air it on the stream, but I would get demonetized. I would air it on the stream blog. I'd get demonetized for it, because of some music in it. Movies and TV. But I would have put it in the movie section, in the short film section, in the movie section. Film watching. Did I put it in film watching club? Where would I have put it? Where would I put it? Let me just get it off. Let me just get it off YouTube and put it in the description. So, for example, the best thing to try first might be something like live action filmmaking, because live action is the cheapest to do and the easiest. So, I want to use a short film I filmed as an example. Paste. There we go. That's a good idea, but my camera's horrible. No phone camera's horrible, Swiss. There's things you can do with your phone camera. I shot this on a phone from 2018. This short film here was shot on a phone from 2018. Hello, Triple T123. Welcome to the stream. No, sandpaper messed it up. Ooh. I gotta be honest. I haven't even watched the last Spider-Man film that starred Tom Holland. I never got round to finishing the third one that they did. Sandpaper ruined it. Ooh. How does sandpaper... I'm interested. How does sandpaper get... I'm actually really interested to know how sandpaper gets onto a camera. That's quite interesting. I don't... How does that happen? That's just a very random statement, Swiss. That's a statement that is very, very random. Can I just make a joke here and say? Can I make a joke here and say Decepted was really concerned about something you said the other day? I'd rest my phone on sandpaper. Yeah, sandpaper. Oh my god, we could drop here. Should we do that actually? Should we just have it? It drops. Oh my god, I almost died. Well, no, it was a comment you put the other day, because sometimes you comment some quite random stuff. If you get what I mean. Sometimes you comment some quite random stuff, and there was something you commented. Decepted was concerned about it because it just how like odd it sounded. Hello, Crimson. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, Decepted was kind of concerned about a comment you put. It was one that it was out of the blue. It was a comment that was out of the blue. I think it was one. It said Joe's very plump today. I think it was that one. He read that one he read that one and was really confused. It was that, I think it was that comment. He read that and was really, really confused. I'm gonna fall off again, aren't I? But no, live action filmmaking is probably the easiest one to do. Is probably the easiest one to try. Rather than starting with animation, it might be worth trying live action first. Because live action is one of the simplest to learn. But, and I will say this, even though you just said about, your camera's not good, even shooting on a bad camera would make the film look interesting. Even shooting on a bad camera would make the film look interesting. Because, I wouldn't say that's concerning. Well, no, it's just an odd, it was just an odd comment. I mean, there are probably odder comments people have put. Now, I'm going to go this way, guys. Joe, quit with the ads. I mean, I could... The ads are kind of... The ads are obviously kind of necessary. I don't earn... Without the ads, I don't earn anything off YouTube. And with the problem of I can't seem to find any jobs at the moment. And the problem at the moment being I can't find a work. The ads are the only thing that's basically making sure I get anything at the moment. Do you find my comments wholesome? Well, some of them, but some of them, like, you say hi to everyone. The ones about, can I touch your forehead? I've not found them wholesome. That's the ones which I've gone, Joe, with that YouTube money, you could be 8 kg. 8 kg? If I was 8 kg, I'd be ultra skinny and dead. 8 kg. If I was 8 kg, I'd be fucking dead. Hello, Fire Gamer. Welcome to the stream. There we go. So, let's just... Oh, fuck. I just died jumping into... I just died jumping into a hole. Right. Okay, let's just grab that a sec then. But yeah, the YouTube advertisements are the only thing I earn money off at the moment, because I am unemployed, because I can't seem to get employed. Welcome to the UK, guys. Everything's shit. I'm joking. What kind of jobs am I looking for? Well, I have a degree in film and media, so I'm always looking for media jobs. Share the game with me. I can't do that, I'm afraid. But also, that is blackmail. No offense, that is also blackmail. It could be worse. I've had worse comments. I mean, it could be worse. I've had worse comments. I had somebody tell me a few weeks ago. I had someone that joined my Discord server and basically broke all the rules, and then he basically commented the day later. I banned a guy in my Discord server for spamming a porn link. And basically, the day later, the guy joined. the guy, the day later, the guy joined and he basically commented, and I'm no word of a lie, this is actually what he commented. He commented, "You will unban me or else." You will unban me or else. Like, or else what? Oh, they were going to report. I think it was or else they were going to report me. So it's one of those. Well, the guy, I gotta be honest, the guy wasn't the right tool in the shit. The guy that commented that, he wasn't the, like, full ticket. The guy that commented that, he wasn't like the, he wasn't, you know, he wasn't the smartest tool in the shed. Not him, ironically. Not him. I did ban him from my Discord server, but that's because he called another person in there who was, I did ban him, but only because he called another person who was in the server. Another person who was in the server, he basically called him a... We had a guy in the server. How do you dream from the Switch? I'm using a capture card. I'm using a capture card. Which basically, it just... What a capture card does is basically it's connects to the dock, but it also connects to any other console. We all heard the story about Huber. Oh, yeah, but there's many stories about him. Like, there's many stories about him. There's... Who's Herbs? It's a guy that... Yeah, Elgato HD capture card, HD 60 capture cards work on them all. Who's Hubu? Well, not a channel villain. YouTuber Hubu's a guy that watches the streams, but he's from Armenia. But he's not entirely like... Well, he's not the smartest tool in the shed. And he's quite... He'll join the stream and then comment things, and it's like, he's gonna... He joined the stream one point, commented that he was on the shitter. But he basically tried to blackmail me into bringing him to the UK because he didn't know that you can't bring people. He didn't know that yeah, he basically tried to blackmail me into bringing him to the UK because he doesn't want to live in his own country. But he can't leave his own country because I don't think he's not the he's not the smartest dude in the shed. But I also don't think he's like... Yeah, but the difference is, though, the thing is as well, the guy isn't exactly... I don't think the guy exactly... Well, he's not the... as I said, he's not like the smartest. But based on everything that he said on my server before, he's not exactly like... I don't think he could live by himself. I don't think legally he's like allowed to live on his own. And I think he mistakes that as people around him basically chaining him up and things like that. I think he mistakes that as basically him having no... he basically... he would think... He thought that... He was generally convinced that he literally... Day one of him watching my stream, he tried to convince him Yeah, day one of this guy being on my stream, he basically joined my Discord server and then basically kept pinging me and asking me to bring him to the UK. And I think he was 17 at the time. I think he turned 18 like a few weeks later. And then he messaged me on his 18th birthday as well. He put messages in Discord server. I'm 18 now. Bring me to the UK. I'm like, plus that's illegal. That's illegal. That technically he is a special needs person. I think so. Crimson. Like he literally commented, "I'm 18 now. Now bring me to the UK." But that's also illegal. You know, technically, then that's aiding. That's illegal. That's illegal. Technically, he'd be in the U. Technically, well, no, it's not. It's not that. Swiss. It would technically be illegal entry into the UK because technically, I said to him actually. I said, you know, you can't ask people to bring you to other countries because you don't like where you're living. But also, you can't just up and leave your country without documentation. Which and I did say to the guy actually on the stream, not on the stream, on Discord. On the Discord, I said, you know, if someone were to say yes, then bring you straight to the and do it. If someone were to say yes and do it and bring him to another country, you know, he would be rounded up and sent straight back. I'm building a mini roller coaster over here. I'm building a little mini roller coaster over here. I'm just coming back to get some more rails because I ran out of the normal ones. I'm building this little mini roller coaster right here. We've built this on today's stream. This wasn't here earlier on. But ironically, we don't have to worry about any of this anymore. Oh, actually, no, we've got to go back up. I'm going to break a hole here a minute. Oh no, I broke a hole. What I'm going to do is go through here like this. Because it doesn't, then I can just climb up. I can go up the back way here, the front way here. Means I miss out all the, whatever you call it, downside bits. I wish I had crossplay so you could play with Xbox and play. Yeah, but that's the thing though. Crossplay didn't exist until the Bedrock edition. That's just weird. That's the comments that Deceptive found weird, Swiss. Like that. Can I grab your kneecaps? That's the comments that Deceptive was weirded out by. You commenting that. Whoever created Bedrock deserves death. Valid punishment. I mean, I gotta be honest. Bedrock, I don't not like Bedrock. He seems like the type that is special needs. Decepted is crazy. I'm joking. He's not. What do you think about Bedrock? I mean, I don't dislike Bedrock. I just think it's too laggy, and they don't seem to want to fix the bugs. If they fix the bugs, I'd probably play it. Oh, that's nice. There's some cold air coming through the window. After we've had really warm weather for the last like 4 days, so it's actually nice to have a little bit of chill, a little bit of a chill come through. That is actually really nice. What about Java? I've got to be honest. I've played Java. I've only played Java once. I have only played Java once, this might surprise some of you guys, but yeah, I've only played Java once. Got an idea. Why are you playing old version? Because I always play old version. I'm playing the old version because I always play it. I'm not. I'm not Swiss, no. But there's nothing wrong with being part of that community. I'm not part of that community, but there's nothing wrong with being part of it. Here we go. Technically, Technically, it's finished. Technically, we've finished our little roller coaster. So, our little mini roller coaster, we've technically finished it. So, have I ever thought of it? No. Well, I think everyone does think about it. I think everyone does think about it. But that's how you decide whether you're, you're straight, gay, lesbian. I think I heard someone talking to you. No, no one's talking to me. It's no one home. It's just me. It's just me. Are you alone at the moment? Yes. Has anyone bought your memberships? We've got two. We've got three people who are members. We did have four. We had somebody that purchased the Realm membership. So guys, if there is a Realm membership for Bedrock, so you guys can it's £4 a month, but you guys get access to a copy of this world. Joe, are you lesbian? I mean, I can't be lesbian, I'm afraid, because I'm very much a male. But no, I'm not lesbian, which I can't be because I'm a male. But I'm also... You wake up thinking about your ex. I mean, fair enough. But if you're waking up and thinking about your ex, what about the current current partner? Have you told them that you wake up thinking about your ex, or is that just That's incredible. Trans male? No, I'm not a trans male, Swiss. I've always been a male. She doesn't need to know. Yeah, fair enough. Right, we're gonna go play the roller coaster. Swish is pure rage bait. Well, he's not rage bait. Swish just likes to ask weird questions. Well, occasionally weird questions. The one yesterday in the Discord server was weird. It said, "Are you plump?" Which I would take it that means, "Are you fat?" Which, yeah, I am overweight. Anyway. Do you like weird things? I think it's funny. Well, it depends. It depends if it's like a funny question. But sometimes when I see people put weird questions in, it's like some of them are creepy. Yeah, Nightbot's programmed to say that because I had someone tell another person in the stream a few years ago to go and kill themselves. Oh my god. It's a bit quick. Yeah, Nightbot is programmed to like promote my Discord server and promote like kindness in this. How many super chat stickers have you gotten? Oh, how many of them have I got? Do you know what? I can't remember. I can't. Why can't I move? This roller coaster works well. Why can't you go? Why can't we go around the corner? I like it, guys. I was going to add some glass around the other side. Is Swiss a murderer? Maybe. I mean, he does sandpaper. Joe, you bi? I am not bi. No. I know people who I know people who are, but I'm not. I'm not a murderer. You never know, technically. What is the gamma? Wish I could live in the Netherlands. I've heard the Netherlands is nice, but well, some parts of it. I need to have a relax. My back is so sore. That's just really random. Guys, I might take a break from streaming in a few weeks because I have a short film I want to shoot. I have a short film I want to shoot for my filmmaking YouTube channel. I want to make something I want to make it like a dark horror film. It's Legacy Edition. Build a monument. I haven't shot a short film in over a year. Statue of Liberty. I've actually got a Statue of Liberty style thing. I haven't shot a short film in over a year, so I've got one that I want to shoot. Joe, are you Chinese? No, I'm English. Although Chinese history is cool. I'm a screenwriter, Joe. Oh, cool. So am I. When I was in university, I wrote My Dream is to Write One. So is mine. When I was in university, I wrote every script. I wrote every script because I was the only person that could write, but it was always my ideas picked. I'll put it in, guys. I'll put my filmmaking channel in. The last film I did was called Colophobia, which I did it for a uni assignment, so it's not very good because I did it for my dissertation and it wasn't about making something. It was more, what do you think of Nolan, as in Christopher Nolan? Absolutely love the guy. I love his experimentation with film. I could talk about film for hours. What do you think of Men? That's a really difficult question to ask. That's like saying, what do you think of Humans? You love the guy, so you're gay. No, I love Christopher Nolan's films. Christopher Nolan's one of my favourite film directors. I mean, the guy practically inspired me to study film. Absolutely love his films. In fact, I've got over 500 films on the shelf, guys. And I've got every Christopher Nolan film. I know it's hard to come out. I'm not gay. I've got every Christopher Nolan film on my desk, on my shelf, bar Insomnia and Memento. Memento. I haven't got those two. But I've got everything else. I've got... Bro, just playing Minecraft while talking about films. I do talk... That's the thing, though. I do generally do that, real cold. I generally do that. I go on. I start talking about film and TV on streams. I always do. I am launching I have got a film review podcast, guys. Which there is an episode which is currently being edited. I did an episode on what I think went wrong with Doctor Who. Nolan is mid. It depends. I love his cinematography. I love his style. Messing around with time. There is some other film directors. PTA. Oh, Paul Thomas Anderson. I mean, they're great films. The clown film was peak. The clown film was funny to shoot because I ordered the clown suit and then it turned up 2 sizes too small. And it was like shit. But yeah, oh shit, Mr. Creeper, he's dead. But going on to films, like Christopher Nolan, I love his what the hell? Oh shit. Christopher Nolan, I love his style on film. So, I love his experimentation. What do you think about The Goat? Paul Thomas Anderson. What's he directed? I'm forgetting what films he's directed now. Paul Thomas Anderson. Oh, yeah. One Battle After. I haven't watched One Battle After Another. Actually, I don't think I've really seen many of his films. I mean, I have heard of a few of them. I have heard of obviously quite most of his films. Never really watched one. I do want to watch One Battle After Another. I was surprised it won though, because I thought Marty Supreme was going to win best film. It actually surprised me at the Oscars. But yeah, Christopher Nolan, I love his style for how he plays with time. I really liked how he did Oppenheimer, telling a true historical film about a guy, except he's turned around and done the film backwards. And I loved that. I thought I've never seen anyone do that before. Doing a historical piece about someone, but then but doing it in his typical style. Battle between sinners. I've heard it's weird. I had a relative that watched Sinners and thought it was shit. Wish I had it more about his early life. Yeah. I've got the book, ironically. The book is under my desk. Where is it? American Prometheus, Oppenheimer. Yeah. I have got the book. I did actually really like that film, but I like the visuals. Had to ignore me. I liked the visuals of Oppenheimer because the one thing I respect Christopher Nolan for is he's still doing visual effects. He rarely uses CGI, which a lot of films now, the bomb scene is stunning. Yeah, when you go to CGI now, a lot of films go to CGI now. How big is my home? Tiny, actually. Tiny. There's only 3 rooms. It's actually really tiny. The one I think about though as well. Although in my opinion, his best film, Christopher Nolan's best film, is his Batman films. I loved how he did Batman. The whole point of his Batman is the psychological take that takes on Batman, which is an amazing thing because you always think with like best film. Interstellar's great, yeah. I personally think it's Batman, which Interstellar is great, but I really like what he did with Batman. Only film with great screenplay. Ironically, saying that, it's the Interstellar, I believe that's one of the only ones he didn't write without his brother. Interstellar. Oh no, perhaps he did. Right, Perhaps he did write with his brother. I mean, because him and his brother do some great scripts. But although I will say though, out of his films, I prefer Oppenheimer. Sorry, I prefer Dunkirk. Dunkirk was just an experiment about doing a film with with hardly any dialogue. Never watched that one. Yeah, Dunkirk is a true story. Dunkirk is a never true story, but the way he did that is incredible. He tells it over three narratives. He tells it from the air, the sea, and he tells it from the beach, the sea, and the air. And the narrative's only linear at one point in the whole film when they're all on the same page. The soldiers on the beach, the fishermen on the ocean, and the fighter craft in the air, they're only linked up chronologically in one scene. It does it automatically, Swiss. So there's a scene where the boats are you can see the boats, the beach, and the person. In the whole film, there's only one line scene when they're all in the same scene together in the same narrative. Because the soldiers on the beach, their narrative takes place over a week. The sailors go in to save them, their narrative's over one day. And then the sailors, the soldiers in the air, the Navy people, their narrative is over an hour, because back then it would only take an hour to fly a fighter craft over the channel. So the whole film is done in three narratives, and it's separated by, I think, the beach 1 week, the mall the sea 1 day, the air 1 hour. It's a really clever way of doing it. I haven't watched Tenet though. Out of them all, I haven't watched Tenet. The one thing I will say about Christopher Nolan, his films don't always sound the best because he refuses to go back into ADR. He refuses to go in and do ADR when they go in and redo the lines with the mics. When they go and redo Christopher Nolan never does ADR, which I can understand why, because he prefers to have it sound as natural as possible. But it does mean that the audio can sometimes be muffled. Actually, I did a short film. I worked on a short film, actually. I did a short film. I worked on this short film a few years ago, and we were having problems with that basically while we were on location, literally a plane kept coming over and swirling, and it was like every 5 minutes the plane come back over. Oh yeah, I was gonna put that I was gonna put my filmmaking channel in, guys, wasn't I forgot. But yes, good. But although I will say I don't really have a favorite film, but my favorite films tend to be lesser stories. Interesting. Oh, I'm thinking about it. I've got a short film planned. That I want to shoot, and it's going to be about a guy confessing to murder. Well, I'm doing a short film, and it's literally just about a guy confessing to murder. I haven't wrote a script yet. Or anything. I'm just gonna act. I'm just gonna play the character. I'm not even gonna cast. I'm just gonna play the character myself. I'm just gonna play the character myself because I did drama when I was in school, so I'm just gonna play the character myself. I'm just gonna do a murder about a confession. Tell me before. Yeah, my idea for this was based on when I was in college. We were pitching ideas. When I was in uni, sorry. Interstellar is a great film. I love Interstellar, but I said I love Christopher Nolan. I love his style. I love how he plays with time. But it's the same as I love Steven Spielberg for the color. Steven Spielberg, when he does a film, I love the color in the shots. I'm trying to think. So nice. Anything? Any other films I'm thinking of? There's a few directors. I mean, I like, to be honest. Jurassic Park. Well, Steven Spielberg didn't just direct Jurassic Park. Build a nuclear bomb and put it on Hiroshima. Well, Steven Spielberg didn't just do. Personally, my favorite Steven Spielberg film is Schindler's List. I think Schindler's List is one of the best films he's ever made. In fact, he'd never won an Oscar up until that night. Well, I've just mentioned it. I actually think that's his best film. At the same time, I asked. Personally, that's my favorite film of his. I think it's one of the best films he did. He's the perfect person to have done it as well. In fact, the guy who he met, the guy who told him the story, he met a guy who sort of shared the story to him, and he wanted it. Ralph Fiennes. He's just good in everything. He's great as Voldemort in Harry Potter as well. In fact, Steven Spielberg, I don't know who wrote the screenplay for Schindler's List, because Steven Spielberg's only wrote 5 scripts in his life. Have a good rest of your day, Swiss. Thank you for watching the stream. I'm gonna have a look a sec, because Steven Spielberg's never come back. Nah, very much come back. Oh, Thomas Keneally who wrote it. Oh, he also wrote the book as well. He also wrote the book, so he wrote the screenplay as well. Very, very, very much like Steven Spielberg, great film director. Love his work, but also, surprisingly, he's only ever wrote only 5 of his films. He's wrote the script himself. I mean, it's really interesting. You have people like him, for example, he very much hires other people to write the scripts. And then you have James Cameron, that James Cameron pretty much writes every script himself. There we go. Just going to go and kill some zombies. But yeah, Steven Spielberg, guys, literally, he's only ever wrote... of his films, only 5 of the scripts. He's only of his many films. Only 5 of them he wrote the scripts for. How many films? He's wrote 34. He's directed 34 films. Steven Spielberg's written or written by or story credit on only 6. He typically relies on screenwriters, but occasionally pens his own scripts. Steven Spielberg wrote Firelight, his first independent science fiction film, in 1964. He wrote Sugarland Express, 1974, which was his first feature film. He wrote Close Encounters of the Third Kind in 1977. He got a story credit for The Poltergeist, 1982. He got a story credit in AI Artificial Intelligence, 2001. And then he fully wrote the script for The Fabelmans. But yeah, only 6. Shit. Scorsese. Great film director. I did watch Killers of the Flower Moon in cinema. I got cooked in basketball. I couldn't even play basketball. I was shit when I was in school. But it was because I was tiny. If I tried to play basketball when I was in school, it was like I watched it in the premiere. Oh, cool. Had to go. Killers of the Flower Moon. I watched it in cinema. Basically, my uni lecturer told us that we should. Basically, it was for my. It was for my We finished it, Tunit. We finished it. It was for my uni lecturer's leaving, and he told us as a final thing we should all watch Killers of the Flower Moon. Great film, but I think it was too long. Killers of the Flower Moon was a great film. I just think it was far too long. But personally, out of the two, I prefer James Cameron. I prefer James Cameron because I think James Cameron is very experimental with his films. A lot of the technology that we use now, they did invent quite a bit of it. The two of them are probably two of the most innovative filmmakers. Obviously, of nowadays, you've got, if you go back to the 1920s, you've got even more innovative people like, the Lumiere brothers and things like that. And people like that. Edison, Edward Muybridge. We finished the roller coaster. Just going to eat some food a second. I don't know how long this stream's going to last, guys, because my throat is fin dry. Yeah, I couldn't play basketball when I was in school because I was so short when I was younger and when I was in school. Literally throwing a basket, me trying to put a basketball in, it was like I'd never get it to the loop because I wouldn't be able to throw the basketball high enough to get it over the other person's head. There's the roller coaster. Anyway, guys, I might end this stream and then restart streaming later because I need a break. My throat is really dry. So thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.